Thank you very much. Very happy sounds, and look how it made me want to do like a 60s dance the way you're...
Just shimmying.
You look good, Tony.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm in a really good mood. I went to sleep last night finally being able to close my eyes, rest my head on my pillow, get a good night's sleep because I finally got my smiley face potato chip. I bought it a couple weeks ago on eBay for 30 cents, and it arrived yesterday. The shipping cost was $17. You do the math, that's $17.30 that I paid for a bag of potato chips with one chip in it. And normally I'd send that right back, but I was thrilled to get it. And in case you're wondering out there, I do not collect potato chips. I don't. It was a freak thing that I found, and I you know how you see something, you go, I gotta have that. But you know, there's always the people that you know collect things. There's that one person at work. The cubicle is just an excuse to display everything that they collect. You know, they let everybody know that they love Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is holding their phone. They send memos from their Winnie the Pooh stationery. The memo pad signed Winnie T. Pooh. They do the Winnie voice all the time, which makes it embarrassing when you're fired by them, because at least take off the bare head if you're going to fire me. You won't find any collectibles in my cubicle here at work. I just, you'll see a stapler and then a Sparklets dispenser full of vodka. Most people, they keep their collectibles at home, so you really don't know that they collect until you suddenly are invited for potluck dinner and you're surrounded by everything Batman. Batman posters, bed sheets, their car in the driveway looks like a Batmobile. And to look at her, you'd never know that Mama loves Batman so much. Never. Such a good sport. Some people aren't collectors, but you know, you go to their house and it feels like a museum. You're afraid to touch anything. You know those houses. You go to sit in a comfortable chair and that chair's worth $10,000. It's like, wow, well then how much the one in the kitchen, how much was that worth that I broke? They offer you a drink. But then you start to sit it down and you just see them look at you like, because you can't, then they just follow you around with a coaster everywhere you go. It's just, you know, you get cold and you innocently cover yourself with a quilt, then they get upset with you. Like, what are you doing? That's an antique quilt from the Revolutionary War. You're like, well, I guess that explains why it was attached to the wall then. Call me crazy, I think it's important to feel comfortable in somebody's house, so relax and, or get up and dance, I don't care. they saying in that song right there, Tony?
You got a real lot of thing going down, getting down, and a whole lot of rhythm going on.
You've got a real lot of thing?
Going down, getting down,
No,
and
let's stay on that one. You've got a real lot of thing?
It felt good.
That's not the words. Find out what they are. I think it's, you got a, it's something about funk. You didn't even have the word funk in the sentence.
I thought that was later in the song.
Oh, who cares? We're loose around here.
Yeah.
We're so loose that about 10 days ago, James Denton was here, you know, from Desperate Housewives, and yeah. You know, I said, make yourself comfortable, like I said, and I want people to feel comfortable. He clearly wanted to take his pants off, and who am I to argue? But he did it for a good cause. He's auctioning off his autographed jeans and a signed Desperate Housewives script, and all the proceeds are going to go to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. So that's a good cause. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and he happens to be the spokesperson for Lee Denim Days, and so you can go to our website for details. The eBay auction ends this Friday. eBay, I know a lot of people are into it, and I find things because people bring them to me, but the chip was the first time that I ever got on the eBay and got all excited about getting something, and just the memory of it from the first time. And now it's time for our featured eBay item of the week. It's a smiley face potato chip, and the winning bid, 30 cents. It's mine, I got it. Whoever bid 29 cents, ha-ha! Andy, did my potato chip arrive today?
Still not here.
I'm still waiting for it. Hey, Andy, has the potato chip come?
It has not arrived yet.
Hopefully this is the day. Andy, is my chip here?
Actually, your chip has arrived.
Are you serious?
Give the lady her chip.
Okay, Andy, is my chip here?
Believe it or not, the chip has arrived.
Are you serious? Anything to happen to it, so here it is. My chip is it's in here. And I want future generations to enjoy it the way we are today. So it's one protective case was not. I didn't feel that was safe enough. So it's within this, and of course I'll have it in with a laser beam alarm system. And it's also, just to keep it fresh, it's hermetically sealed, which I believe means sealed by hermits. And then the woman who sold it to me, Jennifer Riddle, she has a knack for something like this, because she also sent me this as a little bonus. It's in the shape of an old-timey pistol. It's a Cheeto that she got. You can't... All right, so Jennifer is not the only one with this talent. A whole bunch of people have found food items that look like other things. And this is, these are the lyrics. I thought this was the eBay thing. Oh, Tony, I beg I apologize.
I'm right?
You're right.
Wow.
Okay, I apologize. I
right.
won't question you again.
Thank you.
It just didn't seem like someone would let something like that happen. And yet they did. I want to remind you, by the way, to keep sending in photos of your best or worst Halloween costumes. Go to our website for details. And I'll tell you, I realize I'm usually so good about calling people with all the excitement of everything going on. I haven't had a chance to thank the woman who sold me Mr. Smiley Face. Her name is Jennifer Riddle, and I'm going to give her a call right now. And where is she? She's in Alabama? Moulton, Alabama, Andy? Moulton, Alabama. Are you sure it's Moulton? Have you been there, Andy?
Hello?
Hi, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Jennifer, it's Ellen DeGeneres calling.
Oh, my God.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. How are you?
Good. We're just sitting here doing a little TV show, and we thought we'd call you.
I'm just doing a little TV show. Oh, my God.
So, Jennifer, first of all, have you thought about what you're going to do with the 30 cents? Are you going to travel? Investments? What are you thinking about?
Well, yeah, you know, gosh, there's so much you could do with that.
Yeah.
My husband told me, you know, sell the chip and we'll pay off the mortgage, but
You've started something big.
I have started, yeah, that's the truth. I have started something really big.
And then the Cheeto that you sent me, the Cheeto looks just like a pistol.
Yeah, and if you sell that, I want a cut.
All right. I don't blame you. You're a good businesswoman. All right.
Thanks.
Jennifer, you're in Alabama, right?
Yes, I am.
What part of Alabama?
Moulton. It's up near Huntsville. You ever heard of the Space and Rocket Center?
Right. It's not Moulton, though, is it?
It's what?
It's not. I know. It's not Moulton, is it?
No, it's Moulton.
That's what I thought. Okay. All right, Moulton, Alabama. Will you do me a favor? Will you come and be a guest on our show?
Oh, Ellen, yeah!
Tomorrow? Will you come tomorrow?
I would love to do that. That would be so wonderful, yes.
Great. Because I'm so excited, and you have no idea the talent of Mr. Smiley Face Potato Chip. I mean, you think it just looks like a smiley face. Do you know that it can talk?
No, what has he been up to?
Well, there's a lot about you I've learned.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm kidding. All right, so I'm going to see you tomorrow on the show, okay?
Great, Ellen, I can't wait.
All right, thank you, Jennifer.
Thanks.
All right, bye. All right. Well, so, I'm serious. I had no idea. You know, I mean, people have said to me that I have the gift of gab, and it turns out Mr. Smiley Face Potato Chip is a chip off the old block. And so Mr. Smiley Face can really talk. This is just fascinating to me. Mr. Smiley Face, would you like to tell people who's on the show today?
On today's show, Jessica Alba is here.
That's right. She's got a new movie, Into the Blue. It's in theaters now. Who else is here, Mr. Smiley Face?
Tony Braxton is here.
Great. That's great. Mr. Smiley Face, what is Tony Braxton gonna do?
Tony Braxton is gonna sing.
Oh, she's gonna sing Please from her new album, Libra. Is that it? Is anybody else on the show?
Noah Wile's here. He's on ER.
No. Mr. Smiley Face, last season was his final season on ER.
Sorry, I've been in a bag for a while.
Noah's new movie is The Librarian 2, coming soon on TNT. Thank you, Mr. Smiley Face. Great job. Okay. Later in the show, Mr. Smiley Face is going to reveal one more of his incredible talents, and I was blown away. I had no idea. The talking is nothing. You're thinking to yourself, I've never seen anything like this. Wait till you see what we're going to show you later in the show. Don't go away. When we come back, Jessica Alba is going to be sitting right here. Our first guest is one of Hollywood's hottest young stars. You can currently catch her in the new movie, Into the Blue. Please welcome Jessica Alba. Coincidentally, we saw each other Yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Was it yesterday
oh
or
my
the
God,
day
I had the
before?
longest day of my life. It might have been yesterday.
Maybe it was 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, or 3 days ago, maybe. Because today is Tuesday.
I wasn't sober.
Yeah.
I was with my mother,
Yeah.
so it wasn't
So
so
then it
bad.
was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was weird. I was in the country, and you walked into this place that I go eat all the time.
Yeah, literally, it was just us. And,
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was a weird time of day to eat. So you walked in. It's your mother's birthday, right?
It was my mother's birthday weekend, and she wanted to relive the Sideways movie. So wine tasting was on the agenda.
So this was 2:30. So you had started earlier.
We started earlier. Yeah, walking in and not expecting to see Ellen, and then seeing Ellen. My parents are huge fans, so like they're being loud. I'm like, Dad, be quiet, I'm doing a show, it's so embarrassing. He's like, I know, she's right over there. I'm like, I know she's right over there. He goes, but isn't that weird? She's right behind us. I'm like, Dad, shut up, she can hear. So like we had this whole conversation for about an hour, but yeah.
I couldn't hear you because
We're
I
big
was saying the
fans.
same thing to my friends, like, Jessica Alba's right over there, and she's doing the show. Shut up, Ellen, I know, she's gonna hear you. No, we thought it was weird. It
Yeah,
was just such a strange thing to run into. So now, had you been wine tasting before?
Oh, yeah, before this time?
Yeah.
No.
And what do you do? Like, because I've never done it. Do you?
It's just a very organized.
Don't you spit it out?
Well, they don't really encourage you to spin it, so it's just a very organized way to get drunk.
Yeah.
But we had a driver, so like my mom, ordered a limo.
Right.
So it's very fancy, and we go to these places, and they're, they really want you to drink a lot of wine at each place.
Yeah.
Like you can go to 2 different tables, and they give you, a good amount, and you're tasting like 9 wines per winery. Per
Really?
vineyard. Yeah.
And how many wineries did you go to?
We only did 3. My mom was like, we haven't even scratched the surface. And I was like, Mom, 3 is enough. So,
Yeah, I saw you because we pulled out after you, and you were pulling into another winery from the restaurant. And I was
Yeah,
like,
we
oh,
were.
boy. Yeah. Hope I see her.
Oh, man. The
Yeah.
next day, I sure felt it.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, had y'all driven up there?
Yeah. We drove up there, my boyfriend and I. And so, yeah, we were, and we didn't get a lot of sleep the night before because Into the Blue opened, and so you do a little celebratory dinner and then drinks, and then drinks turn into more drinks, and now I just sound like an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm really not. Like this is a special weekend.
No, you weren't being drunk at all. I didn't think you were drunk. So
No, I was just, like nervously like standing there trying. I was like, oh man, I hope she doesn't see that I'm at door because I'm gonna go into her show and it'll be exposed to the world, and my parents are being loud. And,
No.
But they weren't. They
Seriously, the only thing that when we hugged, you smell a little like wine right now, but
That's not true.
No, it's not
My
true.
grandma's watching.
Yeah, your grandma's watching. Don't give me that. Your grandma's seeing you do this the entire movie.
Well, I don't
Look
think
at
she's seen the movie yet.
Oh, really?
No.
How does she feel about stuff like that when you're,
She doesn't really appreciate it.
No? Not so much?
Not so much. She's not really into me. When I was a kid, we lived with her for a little bit, like part of the time when I was a kid. And I would hear the fly swatter smack against the wall, and I knew my grandma was coming. And it was either I was wearing a bathing suit indoors, or I was
drunk.
Or yeah, or I was eating the food that was always cooking on the stove, which we weren't allowed to eat it until dinner
So she
time.
came walking down the hall, hitting the wall.
Smacking, like you hear like a, and it was the fly swatter hitting the wall, because she gives you, warning, and so we'd run out to the yard and try to hide.
Wait.
But-
And would she hit you with the fly swatter? Or
Well,
was
she just kind of, she just kind of went right there on your legs and just kind of dodge them and run away.
That doesn't seem like it would hurt.
No, it hurts.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, there's like the smacking of the plastic, and
What a
then,
weird thing to do.
well, it was, she always had it in her hand.
Uh-huh.
Now,
The whole family.
she actually, my grandma doesn't really drink.
Is Grandma watching?
Hi, Grandma.
What's
She's
her name?
watching. Isabel.
Hey, Isabel, holla, shout out.
Holla.
All right, so, and how did she feel about you kissing, you actually made out with a monkey.
Yeah.
On the
I
MTV?
did. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of monkeys.
Really?
No.
Oh.
I think they should stay like in the jungle, in
They
trees.
probably feel the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really into animals that, being at people's homes, unless they're dogs or cats. But other than that, they should kind of be out in nature. So, I have to do this.
That being said, I made out with a monkey.
I made out with a monkey. I did. I did this MTV show, and I had to host it, and I was doing the best moments in the MTV Awards. And I was supposed to do the most romantic moments, and they said, okay, and they gave me this copy, and they said, we have 5 minutes to shoot this, and they plopped Tia, the monkey, on my shoulder. And I had to say this whole thing that I was reading, and then it says, my stage direction, Jessica, now turn towards Tia and purse your lips. And I say, now my favorite kiss on screen is this. And I go, and I do this, and I didn't know monkeys had really long tongues.
Oh, yeah.
So Tia really let me have it with all of her monkey saliva and just like went all inside.
What kind of monkey was it? Like a small monkey?
Yeah, I think it was a Reese monkey. I think it was or spider monkey. I don't know. It was little and crazy. And then, so that happened, and I freaked out. So obviously the take wasn't good, so I had to do it again. And the second time, I knew it was coming. So I was like hating life and doing the thing. And then Tia did it, and I went, okay, I'm done. And then she freaked out. So she grabbed my ears. So then Tia's like this, and then she goes, ah! Right in my face. And I'm like, this is why I'm scared of monkeys, because her teeth are this big.
Yeah, you really need to stop drinking. All right, we have to take a break, and we'll do an intervention or something. We'll be right back with Jessica Alba. We are back with Jessica Alba. And that's your new movie, Into the Blue. And there's so many things about it. I was just asking during the commercial break, you're underwater. A lot of it is scuba diving, but a lot of it also is free diving. Yeah. And I know you can cheat it sometimes, but you had to hold your breath for how long?
I mean, we had to hold our breath for long periods of time, but I got up to 1.5 minutes. I think Paul can hold his breath, and Scott for like 2 minutes, over 2 minutes.
I mean, some of those things you don't believe the scenes because you're like, you can't be underwater that long when they were in the plane down.
Yeah, and I went from the surface down 35 feet, holding my breath the whole time, and I went to the back of the plane and all the way back through. So that was like 1.5 minutes.
That's amazing. Yeah. And you're swimming with real sharks.
Like wild sharks in the middle of the ocean.
And I mean, there's no
chain mail, there's no wetsuits, no nothing.
No, you're in that bikini the entire time.
The entire time. It was cold.
And they were feeding the sharks to get them to come around?
Yeah, they would throw fish guts in the water and blood, and then they would, all the sharks would come around because they'd smell it. And then they'd throw us actors and a camera.
And then there's a clip we have here. So this is you. It comes up to you, and you actually...
Yeah, I saw it in my peripheral. I saw it coming towards me, and I knocked it out of the way. And then you see me right here. I'm going, Because like when you're underwater, you can only go, or And they kept it in the movie. You can see me going, because I was not happy. And also, I'm down 40 feet. So it's not like when a shark comes, I can just run up to the surface.
So you're reaching out. It could have just opened its...
No, it was coming towards me.
Right, but how did you just pushed it off? It just actually...
or it comes out, or it bites your head.
Well, it could have bitten your hand.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to, like, put your hands near the mouth of a shark, you know.
Okay, let's repeat that again. You're not supposed to put your hands near the mouth of a shark, just in case anyone ever thought maybe you could.
No, you're not.
Don't.
But if they're, their most sensitive area is their nose. So the way to deflect them is to sort of like pop them in the nose, and then it makes them go in a different direction.
Right.
So when I was down there were a lot of sharks, and they would get feisty. So I'd kick them and pop them and keep them away from me.
All right, well,
I mean, it sounds inhumane, but this is an 8-foot wild animal.
Yeah, no.
Ready to,
you're not doing it to a Shih Tzu.
No. It's a big giant shark.
All right, Into the Blues in theaters everywhere. Tony Braxton performs after this. Don't go away. Our next guest recently left the NBC mega hit ER after playing Dr. John Carter for 11 years. Now you can catch him in action in his upcoming TNT movie, The Librarian 2. Please welcome back Noah Wyle. didn't know you danced.
I don't really. Something
Yeah.
came over me.
Yeah,
I was told once I danced like a straight back chair, and it kind of inhibited me. But I felt there
No, that was
something there.
loose. That was very good and uninhibited. You look great, and I like your hair. Is that new?
This is pretty new.
How long have you been wearing it like that?
About 3 weeks. I got back from shooting Librarian 2 in Africa and felt like a change was necessary, so I let my son shave my head.
How old is your son?
He's 2.5, and we went down to the barn. We also live in the country, as you know.
I know.
And he took a horse clipper, and I said, "We're going short enough, you can't possibly make a mistake." So,
Oh, really? Horse clippers are safe?
Yeah, pretty safe, and he just took it all off.
Wow, he must have had fun doing that.
He loved it. I mean, how often do you get to shave your father's head?
Yeah. Not often.
Not often at all.
No.
Not often enough.
I've shaved Ray Romano's head and a man in a beauty school that I surprised and shaved his head. I've done it twice, and it's fun.
Well, I'll let you know when it grows out. You can come over and
I'd
do
love
it.
to cut it again.
You're on.
Yeah, because we live very close to each other. I
We
haven't
do.
seen
Welcome
you.
to the neighborhood.
Yeah, thank you. If you see Jessica Alba, she's a boozer.
I heard that. I'm always wary of the limousines of ladies piling out to go wine tasting.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. No, she was with her family, though. It was a sweet little, it was her mom and dad and her boyfriend. But anyway, so you live near us, right?
I do.
And you have, we talked about it last time, but it says on here, because you have like 7 pigs and 5 dogs and 4 horses and 25 chickens, but you have goats, and I heard that goats attract mountain lions there and coyotes.
Coyotes, it's true, they do. We get a lot of coyotes, but they're
Well,
pretty
how
well
do you
fenced
keep-
in.
Oh, so you keep them just
Yeah, we've
in
lost a few chickens to coyotes over the
Oh,
years.
really?
Lost my favorite, lost Lucy about 3 years ago.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh.
Anyway, where were we?
Well, because it's scary, because, you know, I'm looking for horses there and looking for things, and...
Oh, I know. I get your every move. It's a small town, you know.
Oh, really?
And you've saved me from being the celebrity that makes mistakes in the valley, you know?
Uh-oh.
So instead of, I hear, you know, Ellen DeGeneres was in here looking at horses. She overpaid, of course. You know?
No. No.
Yeah.
Really?
I know every move you make up there.
I only bought 1 horse. Overpaid?
But you paid for 2.
Oh. All right.
Call me.
Well,
I
I
got the
got a
hookup.
potato chip for 30 cents.
Which, by the way, is quite a bargain, because I remember a Virgin Mary grilled cheese sandwich going for about $28,000 last year.
Really?
Yeah.
A Virgin Mary
And, you know, Virgin Mary burned into the surface of a grilled cheese
sandwich?
Yeah.
28,000?
I think that's what I paid for it.
Wow.
Yeah, I also am a huge eBay addict. And I got to stop doing that too, because there's something about eBay. I'm sure everybody buys off eBay, but doesn't it ruin the hunt a little bit when you can find whatever it is you're looking for immediately?
Yeah.
It kind of takes the fun of going into a secondhand shop and going through the bins and then finding some really, you know, some little hidden treasure when you can just type it in and have it. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to resist the impulse. to
It's
buy.
nice, it's convenient if you're looking for a specific thing, and that's fun, but I really do love going to thrift shops and flea markets and things like that. It's really fun.
I just bought off eBay, for some reason. I bought all of Richard Burton's costumes from the Camelot show that he did.
You got a lot of spare time
got
on
a
your
lot of spare
hands.
time. Well, you know I'm not working right now,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
got time to shave my
Yeah,
head
and
buy
yeah,
stuff
that's
off
crazy.
eBay and.
All right, we have a surprise little announcement that you're going to make, something you're doing, which is a really cool thing.
Yes.
On eBay, and we'll come back after the break and talk about that.
Great.
That looks fun. Back with Noah Wyle. All right, let's talk about quickly. That was a clip from your new movie coming up, but let's talk about this real quick, because this is a good cause.
Yes.
You're auctioning off a car, which is a good-looking car. What is this?
About 10 years ago, George Clooney gave me that car. He had purchased it 10 years before that when he was on a sitcom called ER. And I've had it for 11 years. And with his permission, I'm putting it up for auction on eBay. The proceeds going to the Red Cross to support the hurricane victims.
Good for you. Good for you. How do they find it? We'll go to...
It'll be previewed on eBay this week, and in about 10 days, 2 weeks, it'll be up for a live auction.
And how does it run? Good?
It's going to run great by the time I put a little more money into it.
Really?
I call it the gift that keeps on taking. He gave it to me 10 years ago, and I've put a lot of money into it. But I promise whoever buys it will be very, very happy. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. 1960 Oldsmobile convertible, dynamic 88.
Oh, that's great.
With all of George Clooney's basketball gear still in the trunk.
That'll sell. All right, so you spent time in Africa to shoot The Librarian too,
Yeah,
right?
that clip, we were in Kenya, right at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro, in a game park called Amboseli, and that's a real Maasai village we were shooting, and those were real Maasai warriors, and they let us film amongst them for a couple
Amazing.
days.
And people are still living the same way. Life
Incredibly.
has not changed.
Masterful negotiators, the Maasai.
Really?
Yes, we couldn't leave before doing some bartering, and you don't really want to try and barter down a Maasai warrior. So I lost a lot of money in the Maasai village.
Yeah.
But I'm now represented by the Maasai. I fired ICM and Brillstein Gray.
Oh, good.
If you need to get contract disputes, just talk to the Maasai.
Imagine how much I would have overpaid if I would have been there. All right, it's not that funny. All right, stay tuned for an amazing, amazing performance from Mr. Smiley Face Potato Chip. We'll be right back.
Ooh.
I've been telling you, Mr. Smiley Face Chip is a very talented potato chip, and we got our money's worth. It turns out that he does impressions. We had a Keto, the singing parrot, on last week, and here's a clip of Keto singing backstage.
Let's sing.
Oh, MacDonald had a farm.
Good.
It's a cluck cluck here. And now here's Mr. Smiley Face doing his impression of Keto, the singing parrot.
Oh, MacDonald had a farm.
Good.
Jessica Alba, Noah Wyle, and Tona Braxton. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.